welcome to the vent.
I don't take threats from clowns in jail.
Uncle not listening. I'm out. Free to type some loose ends.
Rubbish. Prove it.
Oh, the proof's coming to Uncle. Soon. Face to face, just me and Uncle.
Don't you dare bloody threaten me.
So Isidingo is celebrating their 16th anniversary soon, and there's been rumors of a revamp. And I'm lucky enough to get an interview with the managing director of Endemol, which is the production company for Isidingo, as well as the head writer. Sivan and Rohan, welcome to the vent. It's great to have you on, and thank you for making time to chat to us today.
It's a pleasure, Sheila. Thanks for having us on the show.
Our audience doesn't really get to see a behind the scenes look at local soapies. So can you tell us more about what goes on behind the scenes?
There's very little that goes on behind the scenes, actually. It's incredibly quiet, a very cold, stark atmosphere. Generally, no, I'm kidding. It isn't. Now, behind the scenes on a TV show is very mechanical, and probably not as glamorous as I think everyone believes it to be. I think what you see on screen is really a complete product of different aspects of production coming together. Behind the scenes is very mechanical. You've got the writing team, which actually have the more creative part of the job, and they get to brainstorm and come up with beautiful stories and have meetings talking about characters and where they go. But then you have the production teams, the design teams, trying to put all those stories together and trying to paint a picture that we're eventually going to shoot and then put onto screen. And that's a very mechanical thing. It's a big machine, and every aspect of the machine is going to be well oiled and operates in an absolute environment of complete efficiency to be able to meet the deadlines, because we shoot 6 shows every 5 days. Which is quite intense from a shooting perspective, but most soapies are done like that. So it's when it all comes together, it's very satisfying.
But how much in advance do you shoot?
We're shooting currently about between 5 and 6 weeks. Rowan and the team write about 3 months in advance, but they plan about six months.
Yeah, 6 months plus. Yeah. We have to have our ducks in a row because we need to anticipate what an audience is going to do before they do it. Well, we try to.
That must be difficult.
It is difficult. It's impossible. We spend a lot of time trying to mull over how an audience will relate emotionally to particular stories and characters, because it puts us ahead of the game. If we know that a certain character is going to be successful, we will use that character more and that particular story. And there are different kinds of stories as well. Lighter stories, more dramatic ones. So a lot of our creativity and our brainstorming is about how will the audience respond to this? What do they want? Specifically, what do they want? Do they want a character that is in their early 20s who's very good looking but ambitious and backstabbing to be the partner of whatever character, or do they want somebody more settled and conservative? And these are things that we spend a lot of time trying to work out. What we do is escapism, it's entertainment, so there has to be believability, but also a level of fantasy. So people want to go, they want to lose themselves in the fantasy of what we do, even though what Isidingo does is very realistic to real life. There is a fantasy element. So if we have a story about an affair, we take it and push it to its extreme, and so that the audience is tantalized and scandalized by what they, and we will also cast people that are appropriate for a story like that, as opposed to a story that relates to mining, where we might have a more gritty or kind of working class tone to the story. So there's a lot of different things that we factor in as a way of understanding what the audience wants and they're going to engage with. It's like a long-term relationship with the audience. We want them to commit to us beyond the first date. We want them to see this as something secure, reliable, compelling, and to stay with us for as long as possible. It's when people start bailing and start going, I don't trust this anymore, I don't like this, I don't trust this relationship, then it becomes like a fling. And we don't want that. So Isidingo is, you're in it for the long haul. I mean, the show's been on air for, as you said, almost 16 years. And the plan is to sustain that as long as possible.